Okay, so what if the single most transformative event in human history is set to happen in the next 2 years? That's the massive claim we're digging into today, and it comes from one of the biggest names in tech. Let's get right into it.
It all kicked off with this tweet. Now, Elon Musk is known for some pretty bold predictions, but this one felt different. He used a very specific, very loaded term, the singularity. It's this moment that's supposed to change humanity forever, and he's saying it's just around the corner. As you can imagine, this lit up the internet.
And that's the big question for us today, right? Is this just another wild prediction, a bit of hype? Or are we actually seeing the first real signs of an inevitable and very, very fast approaching new reality?
So, before we dive into the evidence, we've got to be on the same page. What are we even talking about when we say the singularity?
Right, so the singularity isn't just about faster computers. It's this theoretical tipping point where AI growth becomes so rapid, so exponential, that it's literally beyond our control. The idea is that it's kicked off by an artificial superintelligence that's so smart it can start improving itself, leading to a runaway intelligence explosion.
And this chart, wow, it really puts the potential outcome into perspective. The idea is that eventually all of human intelligence, every single person on the planet combined, could account for less than 1% of the total intelligence on Earth. The other 99%? That'd be digital. It's a concept that's honestly hard to even wrap your head around.
Okay, so where is this 2026 prediction actually coming from? Well, the first big piece of the puzzle is just the insane, explosive growth we're seeing in AI software itself.
So, that tweet from Musk? It wasn't random. He was applying to a conversation about an AI model from a company called Anthropic. The really important part wasn't just that their AI, Claude, was powerful, it's that it was doing things its own creators just did not see coming. And listen to the word one of the developers used, summoning. He said he's truly mesmerized by what we're summoning. It's almost like they feel like they're calling forth some kind of magic that they don't fully understand, even though they built every single part of it. And here's what that actually looks like in the real world. Get this. That same developer said he can now do 6 years of his old work in just a few months. But wait, it gets even crazier. An engineer at Google claimed their AI did a full year of their team's work in just 1 hour. When you see that kind of time compression, that exponential speed up, the idea of a singularity starts to sound a whole lot less like science fiction.
But here's the thing. This incredible brain power isn't just staying trapped inside a computer. The second pillar is all about embodiment, how this AI is getting a physical body and moving out into our world.
And this is a huge deal. For the first time ever, the famous Boston Dynamics Atlas robot is officially out of the lab. No more science projects, it's doing real, practical work inside a Hyundai factory right now.
The key thing to understand here is that Atlas isn't just some clunky machine anymore. It's a fully autonomous humanoid that can move in ways that are, well, superhuman. But the real game changer is that it's now being powered by Google's DeepMind AI models. So you're basically taking one of the world's most advanced robot bodies and plugging in one of the world's smartest AI brains. That combination is something new.
And we are not just talking about 1 or 2 of these things. The plan is to build a factory that can crank out 30,000 of these robots every single year. What happens when an army of AI workers like that joins the global labor force? That's the shift from a cool experiment to an industrial-scale reality.
Okay, so we have the super smart brain and the super capable body. The third piece of this puzzle is putting them on the move, integrating them into complex systems that are already all around us, like our cars.
And that's where Nvidia's new Alpha-Mio system comes in. They're calling it a reasoning model. What that means is, instead of just recognizing things it's seen before, it can actually think its way through brand new, unexpected situations. Logically, step by step, kind of like a person would. And that is a huge leap.
And that ability to reason, that's the missing link to get us from level 4 autonomy, where, the car does most of the work, but you still have to be ready to grab the wheel, to the holy grail, level 5. That means no human driver is needed ever, at all, under any condition.
And why is that so important? Well, because when you hit level 5, you're not just talking about a cool new car feature. You're talking about millions upon millions of jobs that could be fundamentally changed or displaced. Truck drivers, delivery drivers, taxi and rideshare drivers, even bus operators. It's a massive societal shift, all powered by this embodied AI.
Okay, so let's pull it all together. You've got this runaway growth in AI software, you've got humanoid robots about to be mass-produced, and you have these autonomous systems that can actually reason. When you stack all three of those things on top of each other, you really have to ask yourself, are we standing at a major turning point?
So I'll throw the question back to you. After seeing how all these pieces are snapping together, what do you think? Is 2026 really the year this whole thing just goes vertical? Or is this just the peak of a hype cycle, getting way ahead of itself? You know, whatever the answer is, one thing's for sure. The world is changing faster than ever. And that's a reality we all need to be ready for.